substance. And some movies are trying to give you like this positive, this real message, but you listen to the music behind it, and it sounds like it was all scripted. Like
That's true.
somebody wrote in, oh, this song is gonna play when you know what I mean, but they don't listen
Yeah,
to
I
real
understand what you're
music.
saying. I feel you.
You know, it's that type of vibe, it's that type of feel. So when it comes from an artist like yourself who's keeping it authentic and not trying to sound like anybody, it sounds like you and I are having a conversation and the music's playing behind and it's just loud now. You know, you're telling me
That's
your
right.
thoughts.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exact. So you got it. It's like I'm having a conversation with myself. You
That's
got
dope.
it. You got it exactly right. And when I'm hearing all the things that I'm looking for, and I thank you for that. I'm really honored by that because that means I really got my mission across. Because you're having a conversation with yourself within inside, and you can't, like I said, you can't lie to yourself.
Right.
So, and once you have that conversation with yourself, you wanna look at yourself in a positive light all the time. You want to be able to look into that mirror and see what you're looking for. You don't want to look in that mirror and be ducking behind something. You want to see what you're looking for. So that is exactly what you have there. When you look into the mirror and see, yeah, okay, I need to do this. I need to do that. Maybe I need to do that a different way. Maybe I need to go back and apologize to that brother or sister. You feel me? Then you on the path. See, it's not a religious thing. It's just facts.
Right.
It's just straight out facts. It's just straight out facts. You are in control of your own destiny. Yes, there's the Most High, which I love. But you are in control of your most destiny. We are all gods, made in the image of the likeness of the true one. So if you really want to be true to yourself, you really want to be that true, because no one has to call himself a god, because it takes too much to look up to something like that, to call yourself that way. It gives you a leeway to bend a little bit.
Right.
But when you call yourself that god, that means you have to walk, talk, and be that way. That means you got to be on point. You got to be on point.
24/7.
And that 24/7. 24/7. You got to be on point. So this is where I'm coming from. Know thyself and know who you are, and where you come from, and
That's
you
dope.
won't miss.
That's dope.
You won't miss.
So with this music, do you feel like, as Amin Rashid, are you being the best that you can be at this current moment?
Yes, I am, but there's always room for improvement.
Nice.
I've always believed there's room for improvement. No one is perfect. There's only one perfect, so there's always room for improvement, and I can always learn from anybody. Anybody. I never say I can't learn from anybody. That's a fool. That's a fool walking on two legs.
Yeah.
You can learn from anybody. There's something. There's always a nugget. There's always a treasure in someone, and you can pick that up and can make you better as a person.
That's dope.
When you walk,
I don't mean to cut you off, man, but I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it, and I'm seeing something from the before to the now, man. And as Amin Rashid, from the before to the now, when you first started music, when you first started or had it in your brain, you know what? I'm putting these words behind beats. How did the transition go from then to now?
it took me, this album actually, this wasn't, I'm not gonna tell you this was done in 30 days. No, this took 2 years. This was 2 years and a half project here to do. It wasn't thrown together. It was put together, words and music. I got, the producer is an awesome producer. His name is Andrew. And then we also had some other we had some really killer people on this project. Stefan, we had Manny. These people are all touring musicians. They work with, Lauryn Hill. They work with, I can go down the list. Some of these, some of these cats, they work with. So this wasn't a project that was just like thrown together. This was time. When you have a diamond, it's rough, it's core,
right.
It's core. But this was polished and shined and done again, and polished and shined and done again, until the words and music actually met and fell in love with each other. That's what this is all about. They fell in love with each other, and that's why it came out the way it is. So it took time. We took 2 years and a half. When I said I was going to do this project, it took 2 years and a half to really do this project the way I really wanted it done. I like in old days, when I still listen to people like OJ's and even rock groups, some of the rock. I love Rush. Group called Rush. It takes time to put a masterpiece together. You just don't throw that together. I don't care how brilliant or talented you are. It takes time.
Right.
If you're not put it, you have to love it. Can you feel where I'm coming from? You got to really love it. You really got to love it. You got to cherish it. It's your baby. And if your baby becomes somebody else's baby, well, then you got a marriage. And then everybody that's involved in the project, they don't look at it just as work. They look at it as their baby. And when it's born, it's beautiful. And that's this whole project. A lot of people call it their project. I just don't call it my project alone. This is a project of a lot of people that really put their heart into it. They really put their heart into this project, and I'm really, really happy about it.
Man, it's so dope for the simple fact that it's so different. And then now having a conversation and hearing that it's not just your baby. It's a bunch of different hands involved in it, and you guys are creating a difference. You guys are actually creating a difference, and now we're trying to make it to where you're making a difference. You get what I'm saying? And that's what this interview is all about. So how do we make that difference? How do we get this music to everybody's ears to where they appreciate the difference of the sound, the quality, the message, the unfamiliarity of it? How do we get it to them and make it acceptable?
Well, one thing they're going to have to realize, this is not your everyday music that you hear on the radio. That's one. This is in its own lane, as you said. Okay? And they got to be open. They got to be open in their heart and want to change. Really, really want to change. Well, I'm giving it to you. Now it's up to you as the masses, the people, to appreciate it and love it. And believe me, I'm going to make more of it and more of it and more of it. My next album is even going to be more off the chain. But I'll give you this. My Instagram is Amin, AMIN, RACHID 357. Facebook is the same thing, Amin Rashid. And Twitter is Amin Rashid 357. And my Snapchat is Amin Rashid 357. So if you want to hear more of me, the album, let me see, right now, I think it's going to be released right now is Black Miniskirt and Our Time to Shine on November 29th. You can get it iTunes, Tidal, all the internet. But we're also going to do on this one, because I believe this is going to be a classic. We're also going to press it up on vinyl.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
This is going to be a keepsake too, also, because vinyl's coming back, and I'm a very big fan of vinyl because there's something about vinyl that you don't get and off the internet. Barry Gordy said it best. When you hear in vinyl, you're hearing that warmth. You're hearing that warmth side, and that warmth is what really brings you into the music. Music is a heartbeat. When you're in a hospital and you have that heart thing on you, and you hit and you go, that's music. Music is not straight. It's not straight like that. You're killing it. So vinyl brings in that life to music. I really believe that. And real musicians, because my next one is going to be a lot of musicians. I have some musicians on this, but my next project is going to be even more real musicians to bring in that real music quality, what I'm looking for. Anytime I make something, it's going to be quality. It's going to be quality. It's going to be quality. But November 29th, it will be definitely, you can go on and you can purchase it and love it, and let me know how you feel. Let me truly know how you feel. Every track, when the album comes out, every track is going to sound different. When you hear someone's album, you hear the first 3-4 cuts, what the rest of the album's going to sound like? Not this one. Believe that.
That's dope.
Every track, as you hear already, sounds different.
That's
every track.
I mean, and like you say, you putting it on vinyl. I mean, they barely coming out with Tupac's album. I want to say it's Tupacalypse Now, you know what I mean, or one of the Me Against the World, but it's on vinyl now. It's on vinyl. But the thing about vinyl is you gotta like the fans really, really, really want to treasure your music forever and have something that they could hold on to, because not too many people are going to go out and buy a record player. You get what I'm saying? A vinyl player.
That's right.
But here's the history in it. I have an autographed vinyl album from a band called Def.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Like straight up shining out to me with my government name on it and everything. You know, but like to have that is super dope. You know, that's a record that I would never play. But the funny part about it is they heard that I did radio and they didn't know that I was a musician as well. But they heard the radio and said, okay, let's listen to what he's doing. Heard some of the interviews and listened to a few shows and said, you know what, we like this kid. Here you go, send it to me.
Wow.
I have it framed, have it up, but I hadn't heard the music, so I had to go out and buy the CD because I wasn't gonna buy a vinyl player. Okay, I got mom's collection. You know, it's about 400 vinyls, but those are all like classics now. I don't want to mess them up. I don't want to scratch them. I don't want to put a nickel on the head. You know, just give them to play. You know?
Wow, you went there.
Right. You know, we gotta keep it real. You know, I mean, I'm
definitely.
I'm from what's considered the West Coast Bronx. I'm from Watts. California, man. You know, so we had the Watts Prophets, we had the OFTVs, we had the Cams. You know what I mean? We got the J Rocks and you know, like the Glasses Malones and all these cats. But it's a little bit different. And I appreciate artists like yourself, man, who can take music and create their own faction in it, and that's what hip hop is.
Yes. Well, you out there from with my man, Gil Scott Heron. Love the brother.
Oh yeah. Gil Scott gets it down. He gets down.
Yes, he does. Yes, so the revolution will not be televised.
Yes.
I love that.
And
love that, brother.
Even that statement in itself, I mean, you're still hearing it in 2016, man.
Oh, I wear a shirt, my brother. I wear a shirt. Truly, indeed, I wear a shirt. People know exactly what I mean when they see me. I wear a shirt because I'm all about it. Truly, indeed. You know, I know my people have come a long way, and I know we have a long way to go. But we are an intelligent factor, and just to let that intelligence show, that's all we need. You know, it takes one individual just to stand out and say, "You got it." Show it. You know what I'm saying? Stop with the dumb. Stop with the dumb shit. You are an intelligent being. Show your talent. Show what you got. And that person will definitely come up to the front. And as we keep pushing them up, then you push somebody else up. Soon, you got a whole team ready to go. And that's where we are right now. We need that. We really, really need that. We need those people that have that gift. You know, that their mind is just like clockwork. We need that right now. We need that so badly. You know, so we need to push those individuals straight up in the front. That really, really, truly, and this is no play, that really have our best interests at heart. We need to push those individuals straight up. We need to make sure they straight up though. But once we do, we need to push those individuals straight up and give them all the arsenal they need.
How do we do that? I mean that's something that brothers of I call us brothers of intelligence. You know, it's not a nation. It's not a clique. It's not an organization. It's not a group. It's just real people out here, real men, real women. Who brothers and sisters, you know, who have this certain intellect, and oftentimes, you know, ironically, we just turn our bodies away from it. We don't participate in it. We don't support it.
Right.
We've tried to convey everybody else to leave it alone, but we can't do that because they feel like we the fools. So we feel isolated. So we turn around and find each other who we can relate to. But now we're boxed in.
Yes, right. That's exactly right. And, you know, we're going to find these people not in the obvious places. You know, they may not have a dime to their name, but they're sitting down somewhere writing. They may be sitting down thinking, contemplating. You know, we need to keep our ears open. That's what I'm saying. We don't have our ears open no more. We're not watching. You know, we're watching who's in the spotlight. No, We need to watch the one that's not in the spotlight, the one that's in the corner over there, the one that's not saying a word, who's just listening. That's the one. The one, the one maybe not even finished education, but you know what? Common sense take you a long way.
Right.
And if it's in he or she's heart, they're gonna come with it. But they need that push. They need that push. They need that push to get out there. So we stand beside you. We're with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that confidence starts to build and starts to build even more. And these individuals are going to keep it humble because they know that they wouldn't have been there if you wouldn't have kept pushing them and pushing them. And they're going to appreciate that push. And these are the individuals that we need to be looking for to push, to push up forward so they can come up and give their gift that's already within them. They've been born for it. This is their purpose. We need to find those individuals, and those are the ones that you push forward. You continue pushing forward.
Man, that's dope. This is what I feel like, man. Like I say, tonight I'm in the booth by myself. Normally we have Sly the Asshole. We have a couple of other hosts that special guests and feature, and we got some other folks that'll call in and host the show with us. But on tonight it's just me and you. But I have a feeling, man, that the conversation we're having right now, there's other individuals who might have questions, who might have comments, who might want to be a part of this interaction. So I want to invite you back on air, my brother, especially when you want to premiere some more of that new material and world premiere it. You know what I mean? But I want to do this. I want to give you the key to the indie spot. All right, now this is something that we do every time we have an interview, and it's nothing but our way of saying thank you for being on air with us. Thank you for being an artist, and at the same time, you have a home station. It's a million stations.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. It is respected, and believe me, I thank you very much.
That's dope.
Humble my heart.
That's dope. Look, we gonna give it to you right now, man. And it only takes one thing. A lot of people want you to pay to play. A lot of people want you to pay to talk. We don't do nothing like that, man. Just be real, be who you are, be you. And it's just one more thing I got to get from you, man. It's one of our call outs. It's a certified Twitter hashtag. One of those things, man, that Sounds Tight Radio, the indie spot, is official and known for, and it's fun. It's fun, all right? Now, I want to precursor it and say that it has nothing to do with football.
No problem.
All right? So is this a call out? It's a call out, man. And if you don't mind, man, just repeat after me and give the world, give the Sounds Tight Radio family, the indie spot, the Two Loco Radio family, a cowboy baby.
A cowboy baby. Yes, indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, brother Amir Rashid is certified. The key to Sounds Tight. Anything you have. You got some new music. Somebody done piss you off. You want to call up and talk about it. You got some words of wisdom. Something's going on in the news and the world, and you want to talk to the people about it. Man, you have the key and the access to just call us up and say, this is what I want to do tonight. And we make it happen for you.
Thank you, my brother. Much appreciated, and humbles my heart, as I said, and I will always keep it real with you. Everything I do.
That's dope. So look, we got the song Black Mini Skirt, and I know this is one of the songs that I went to your Facebook page, man. I know that everybody's buzzing over it. Your fan base is loving this song. I know that they can't wait to everything else that comes out. But I want to have just a little bit of fun. Just give me like 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna get into the song. Is that cool?
That's cool with me. That's fine.
I want to have a round of what we call I turn the radio on, and I'm disgusted.
I hear you. I'm
disgusted. You turn the radio on, and you're disgusted because which artist is on the is on the radio when you turn it on? True indeed. Okay, so you turn the radio on, you're disgusted because Young Thug is on. How do you feel?
Well, discussing Black Mini Skirt. that is it's based on somebody in my heart. It really is. It's based on somebody in my heart, and I knew this was coming. So it's based on somebody. It truly is based on someone in my heart that really is close to me. All right, and it's a true story. Oh, it's a 100% true story. Matter of fact, when we do the video, I'm gonna invite you because I was saying when we do this video, we gotta do where everything took place. I gave clues and where it took place. But definitely, this is somebody that's very much dear to my heart. And brother, believe me when I tell you, she knocked me off my feet. She knocked me off my feet. She knocked me off my feet.
Wow.
And that's exactly that's what I'm gonna say. She truly knocked me off my feet. I mean, black mini skirt is exactly what it is. I mean, this young lady, when she wore this black mini skirt, it was like, okay. You know, it was like, wow, okay. This could be Mrs. Washington. You know, this could be Mrs. Amin Rashid. I mean, and then believe me from my heart, that's exactly how it is. If you listen to the song, you're hearing exactly how it took place. And I'm gonna tell you this: it took me 6 months, and I'm have to say, it took me 6 months before I even had a date with her.
Oh wow!
6 months, 6 months, and that's no joke. 6 months.
Wow.
I mean, she was living with a roommate because she was in school at the time. All right, and the roommate had a daughter, and every time I call, I was in my practicum too. Every time I call, the little girl would pick up the phone. You know, she'd be one in the middle, like, she's here, but she's studying. Click.
Oh, wow.
I didn't get to say one word. Okay, and I mean, every time, and I just didn't give up. But one day, she picked up the phone, and this is gonna make you laugh. See, I'm just tell you, be straight, true out. Our first date, guess what, my brother? I was late.
Oh, wow.
Because I was in my practicum. I was about an hour and a half late, and she'd already gotten herself ready to go to bed and everything. I had to talk my behind off to get her to put her clothes back on so I could take her out. But I expressed to her to see my field I went to school for is social work, and I was dealing with kids in emergency care, shelter care system, and I give my all to whatever I do, and that's seriously where my word is born. And I was dealing with this one individual, but she didn't want to hear that. But you know, eventually she put on her clothes, and I took her out, and we had a real nice time. But that's a true song. That's a real true song there, boy.
Dope. That's dope. So listen to the radio, hearing all this fabricated music, and you know you got some realness to give to the world. That disgusts you.
Yes. I was kind of, because I knew it was coming.
Right.
But you know, I said, well, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it real. That's how I am. Yeah, man. That's a real song. That's a real song.
That's dope, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if Slide Asshole was in here, we'll put the round of applause on it, but I don't have 3 hands. I wish I did. Tonight I only got 2. So I can't do that. But definitely, man, that's super dope, and that's a real story. And it actually leads into the song. You know what I mean? And I was gonna ask you about it, but you just gave us a story. That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yo,
so
if you listen to the song, you're hearing exactly how it took place.
Oh, that's dope.
No kidding at all.
So look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn you into DJ Ricky Amin Rashid, man. Go ahead and bring in this black miniskirt for us.
My brothers and sisters, people listening public, this is Black Miniskirt. Enjoy.
Our time to shine. Our time to shine.
I remember when the teacher said this is the rap and we never go start to go down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a world premiere. Cowboy, baby!
This is a love song. I mean, God and me. Yeah, baby, you know, I just want to tell you how I feel about you. So, I wrote
Rhyme my ninja, now made for laugh. Sexy, black miniskirt, crossed my path. Couldn't stop in the rush that day. If it's meant to be, it would happen anyway. But damn, I wish I had time to play. Black hair at her neckline, her curves at an incline. Just the right height, right at my chest. Imagine she's in my arms, her booty I will caress. Let me stop. Raining one evening night. Late for practicum, but you wanted to fight. Policymakers, rule fakers. Wanted the good in Shadow's eyes. Hopped on the beanie bus to my surprise. Sex, black miniskirt, caught my eyes. Paid my fare, sat in my seat. I'm keeping my eyes on you, my sweet. Jakarta Station is the last stop. Step to her, see if I have a chance to get to know her. She to know me, I make this relationship come to reality. about this and that. Where sexy head is at. Attending UDC, now practical, nurse. Have to go to bed that manner. Release myself if I can. Forgive me anyway, that's righteous. I will enter this school and miss my stop. Listen with intensity, not one word I want to drop. Listen to it and rewind back. What she said, see, Penny got a head on the shoulder. A robot, a soldier, entrepreneur, achiever, so much more. Out of life, to give his wife an estate, a mansion to live in. 4-car garage, wheels in of a choosing. Sounds like fantasy, this is reality. She's the right one, you can have all that. Why I'm here chewing like the fat. Listen, I'm in serious. I'm serious.
God MC.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Black mini skirt. Black mini skirt. Black mini skirt.
The way the wind blows. That skirt is
Black mini skirt. Black mini skirt.
You know, you're gonna owe me for a motorcycle. I almost want to do that for you. You have black skirt.
Sounds Tight Radio, the indie spot is it officially going down. The top 25 is in motion. If you ain't got your fans already lined up, calling and requesting your music, do so now. I promise you, this end of the year show is gonna be amazing. Way better than it was last year. You know it gets better and better and better. Get them fans calling in 951-285-7143. They can email us at theindiespot@yahoo.com. Hit us up on Facebook. Just search The Indie Spot. Catch us on the website. Hit us on the contact page. It don't matter, but you definitely want to get them requests in. Cowboy.